of sleep, feel the morning through the blinds. I get to thinking about your sun-kissed face in a quiet place. I could give you all my time. You know I wanna be your rock, my love. You know I wanna be your light. In darkness, how you find me just in time to tell me what I needed to hear. So if you don't know what you need, you can leave it all to me. Don't want you worried about a thing. I know you do the same for me. 'Cause you're so lovely, you're so lovely. I can't help but fall for you, love. When you love me, it's so lovely loving you. Oh, oh, so lovely loving you. Oh, oh. So softly a tender breeze brush against my knees on a summer afternoon. I get to thinking about the hazy days under August shade that I used to spend with you. I didn't realize it was all I wanted. What I had, my riddled heart, I had to cradle back together just to see. It's all like magic to me. You do magic, baby, when you love me. You're so lovely. I can't help but fall for you, love. When you love me, it's so lovely loving you. Oh, oh, so lovely loving you. Oh, oh. So slowly a sunlit dream pulls me out of sleep. Feel the morning through the blinds. I turn my head to meet your sun-kissed face. In this quiet place, I can give you all my time.
Hello everybody, happy Thursday. How are we all? Hiya, hello is Harded, welcome on in. Happy Thursday everyone. How is everybody? I forgot to shuffle the playlist. I always do, it always happens. Right, happy Thursday. How is everyone? I feel like I stalled for really long at the start of the stream. That's because I never know what I was going to say. Oh, by the way, I committed to what I said yesterday. I look so much more tired. I thought I could have easily just like not drawn attention to it, but I went through with it. I don't have any makeup on right now. I committed, I said I would. And I'm gonna be so incredibly paranoid this entire stream. However, hey, new year, new me. Hi, happy Thursday. Right, I have done literally nothing all day, so I'm just gonna bounce off of, I've had a very peaceful day. You don't look different? Yeah, but to be honest, I don't really. I was gonna argue against you. I really don't, do I? I think my eyes just look smaller. I honestly think that's the only really big difference, but like I don't really give that much of a shit anymore. This will also just make streaming in the future like 10 times easier because I just don't give a shit anymore. So it's fine, but yeah, I've had like quite a dull day. I've been enjoying just kind of sitting down, you know what I mean? Do you ever just like enjoy sitting? It's quite nice, isn't it? Hey now, what earth is going on? It's crazy, isn't it? Hi Matt, happy Thursday. It's crazy. Hello Matcha Flow, welcome on in. Happy Thursday. Look a little more tired, but that's it. Hey, that's exactly what I said would happen. I just look that slightest little bit more tired. Thank you so much for the follow, I appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, I think that's the only big difference. It's just, it focuses this area in the way that I don't want it to focus. Other than that, to be honest, this area is the only place I put makeup on anyway. So it doesn't really matter. But yeah, I've been quite enjoying just sitting today. You know what I mean? I've just been quite enjoying just going like, yeah, I'm just gonna sit. I'm just going to sit. I washed my hair because otherwise it was gonna be shit for college tomorrow. So I washed my hair, I did that. So I was so tempted to just straighten it. I don't think I'd straighten my hair in a long while just because I don't like straightening my hair anymore. But like, I couldn't be bothered to wait for it to dry. I've ordered a diffuser. That's what I did today. I ordered a diffuser. Isn't that exciting? I'm quite excited for it because hopefully, fingers crossed, it will make my hair curlier. Now, I actually don't know how to use a diffuser. So you didn't fix the time? Fuck. To be honest, I turned my PC off before I remembered to do that. I'll do that now. In fairness, it will take me like 2 seconds. Hi, Big Slim. Happy Thursday, my friend. Happy Thursday. I mean, it shouldn't take me ages as long as I'm not a dumbass. All I have to do is go onto the About panel and then do that. And then hope that I can find... I got this. Don't worry. I got this. I'm a good streamer. I promise. Where have I got them saved? Where have I got them saved? In here. In here. Fuck. Wait, hang on. No. Wait, no, I think I'm okay. I think. Is that the right schedule? Yeah, I'm amazing. Hang on, I'm sorry, I'm just fixing my About panels because I'm a really good streamer. Right, I'm gonna submit that. Alright, hang on, and then I turn that one up, and I did it. I am fantastic. I'm so incredible. This is so insane. I'm so incredible. I'm so good at this. What can I say? I'm just an absolutely immaculate streamer. Does the diffuser spread the essential oils around to cure all illnesses? No. Different type of diffuser. I actually did have one of them for a while, and it did fuck all. It was just a massive inconvenience, because I had to use like a USB to plug it in. It did nothing. It didn't make your room smell nice or anything. I know some people have like those bougie diffusers. I did not have a bougie diffuser. You know, the ones that look like literal, like, they're just massive, like, spheres. They're just big, and they've got, like, a little tube at the top, and they, like, change color and stuff. Mine was not like that. Mine was a cylinder with a gap in the top of it, and it did nothing. And the only two essential oils I had was lavender and geranium. I've never hated a scent more than geranium in my life. Oh, it was disgusting. I bought it specifically as well, because someone was like, oh, it's my favorite one. And I was like, okay, well, if it's your favorite, surely it has to be a little bit decent. Oh, it was not a little bit decent. It was genuinely the worst thing that I could have pumping around the air in my room. I would have actually preferred carbon dioxide, monoxide, whatever it's called, in my room than that, because it was awful. It was such a terrible scent. It was like Turkish Delight, but just like shitter. It was just a really shit version of Turkish Delight. And Turkish Delight scent-wise, I'm already kind of against it. It was just really bad. I don't know if any of you guys have smelt geranium before. I don't recommend it. You look different. Is that the background last time when it was water? I still have that. If I want to. I'm ready to whip it out today if I need it. But no, it's not that type of diffuser. It's basically just like it's like a claw for your hair. It's like a plastic claw. I don't really know how to describe it, but it's for curly hair. And instead of just using a normal hair dryer and just like everywhere, it diffuses the air out into like a bigger circumference of air, right? So that's what it is. It diffuses the air so that it like dries less aggressively and it dries more, I guess, evenly. I don't really know how to explain it, but it's specifically for curly hair, and I've always wanted to try one, but I've just never had one. And I'm thinking, since my hair takes like a good 4 hours to dry, that can hopefully speed up the process a little bit, because I cannot be fucked. I genuinely cannot be fucked. I'm so lazy that I just put off washing my hair because it's going to take me half an hour to dry. So you'll wait and see. I think that's coming on like Saturday. So, you know, Monday stream, you never know. I could look like a whole new person. I doubt that I will, but hey, keep your standards high for Monday's stream. She didn't die from illnesses though, so 100% must have worked. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's how that works. Because I'm not dead now. The lavender oil that was pumped very vaguely around this area of my room saved me, cured everything. Like the head massage, like that little guy, like the skedaddler. It's just like him. I don't really know how to explain it. Just imagine a circle with a load of like not lethal spikes on it. That's kind of the best. It's not really a claw. Some of them look like claws. Some of them just look like hands. But the one that I've got is just a circle that has like tiny little spikes on them that like aren't spiky. They're just kind of like rounded off spike. I'll show you it when it arrives. It's quite difficult to explain. Maybe we can test it on stream, because I have no clue how to use one. I just know that they're maybe decent for my hair. But yeah, other than that, I've kind of done nothing today. I was sitting around a lot. I washed my hair. I didn't have to put makeup on. I found that because I didn't have to put makeup on today, I had so much more. To be honest, right, I'm not like, I don't really give that much of a shit about makeup anymore. However, it's quite like a fun little side task to do. You know what I mean? Is that not quite like a fun little side task to do? I'm not sure how many of you guys can relate to me saying this in the slightest, but I promise you, just going, look at my little face now. It's like painting. It's like an elaborate version of painting. That is such a fun little side task to just like occupy your time for like 10 minutes. Isn't that so much fun? It was fun. I was annoyed that I couldn't do my makeup today. I was like, oh, but I want to though, because it's quite fun. So, you know, that took some time out of my day. I started crocheting a cardigan. I'm kind of undecided on whether or not I like it though. I'm gonna run out of topics in like 10 minutes today, which honestly might be a good thing because I need to go do my college work. I left it right up until the last minute because I kind of forgot that I was back in college yesterday. Not really in the college grind set just yet, but like obviously because my work, okay, I wasn't like 100% happy with my work on Tuesday. I just kind of accepted it because it was supposed to be in my 3 and I was supposed to have it printed, that lesson, but the printer didn't work, so it's given me like 2-day leeway to try and fix it a little bit, and I've left it right up to the last couple of days, not even days, hours that I can do it in. And I did some of it before the stream and I got like slightly happier with it, but I feel like I could probably add more. So I probably won't be going 3 hours today, but I actually really don't know. We'll wait and see. So yeah, I started crocheting a cardigan. However, the yarn that I've used, it's like fancy and shit, right? But it's got these little white and black dots like throughout all of it, which I'm not against, I guess. I'm not entirely against, but like I am a little bit, because I get the appeal of like having variation, and I don't really know. I guess it makes it look, I don't know. I feel like it would just look nicer if it didn't have loads of black and white dots throughout it all. Because like when you actually use it to make stuff, it just makes it look, you know when you like have old clothes and it starts to like bubble up everywhere and there's like little just like balls of fabric start to clump up everywhere? It looks like it's got clumps of fabric all over it. Well, it's like logically it does, because that is what it is. I don't know. I don't think it will look, I think it just looks kind of odd. Another problem with this is, I don't think I'm getting a whole cardigan out of this one ball of wool. However, I was bought this one ball of wool for Christmas, and I know where it's from, but getting to the place that it's from is one of the most inconvenient trips of my life. There's no bus that goes there, so I'd either have to get someone to give me a lift there, or get like a fucking Uber or something. I know that's not a problem I should be complaining about, but it's very inconvenient to me. You know, the other one, I only have to walk down the road. I have to trek to get that one. Difficult life, awful, so terrible, so difficult. Also, another problem that's kicked about recently, I've noticed this problem yesterday and I immediately forgot about it. Immediately typed in topic generator and it gave what book least represents you. Personally, I think what am I supposed to say? That's a very obscure topic, isn't it? I feel like maybe most represents you would be a better one, I guess. Least is very obscure. Any book that's just wildly problematic, I think that probably would represent me the least. Any book that is incredibly problematic. Just roller skate there or hire a horse. Why didn't I think of that? Oh my god. I didn't even think of that. I mean, like, it's not an impossible trip because it's quite close to when I'm at my dad's house to my dad's house. So, like, in theory, if I wanted to go, I could just go from my, to be honest, I could just ask my stepmom to take me. But like, I don't know. I'm gonna get as much through this as I can, because there's a lot of wool in here. However, I need to make 51 of these squares. So religious text, you're saying? You want to name a specific one? No. No, I do not, Matt. No. I would not like to name a specific religious text that is the least, represents me the least. No, I would not. The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. That's a book that represents me the least. It's the only book I've read that is still in my memory. Hi, Random. Hey, happy Thursday. Welcome on in. Glad to see you here. How crazy. Oh my god, what a coincidence. Ha ha ha. Uh-oh. I mean, I genuinely, my knowledge for like retaining books is so bad. I read so many books when I was in secondary school, because obviously we did like accelerated reader in secondary school. I don't know if I've told you guys about my problems with that stupid fucking system. I must have, because it's a very passionate subject for me. I got done dirty by the accelerated reader system because we had to do this initial test. I must have told you this, guys, before. We had to do this initial test where you did like a test about grammar and reading and just basically like general simple English to see what reading level you were at, and they didn't let me take my test because we ran out of time. And instead of going, oh, sorry, sugar, we'll reschedule this so the next 2 years of your life aren't literally hell, but no, they just put me on a low level and went, so fucking be it, sugar. You didn't get to take your test, so we'll just lob you down here and you can just read the shittest books for the next 2 years, because trying to get upper level, physically impossible. Trying to get upper level in accelerated reader, you have to read a certain amount of books and get a certain amount of points for them, and slowly progress through the 5.1, 5.2, 5.3, 5.4, 5.5, 6. You have to go through you have to read so many books if you want to be on a slightly advanced level. It's a silly system, and I got absolutely fucked off by the accelerating reading system. I was so annoyed. It was me and one other girl, and we were in the lowest level of reading. I was in top set English. I got mugged off by the star reading things, and it really annoyed me. This generator is very negative, it seems. It's the worst piece of advice you've ever gotten. Oh, to be honest, I don't think I've gotten enough advice to have like a terrible, terrible piece of advice. You know what I mean? I don't think I've gotten enough like genuine advice for me to like pick out one. What's your I like that question though, because like I don't know, I think I've had one. Where son is your mum? Oh, don't say that about my mother. She is a lovely woman. Do you dare? I think, to be honest, I don't think we delved deep enough into this yesterday, because all the ones that we said yesterday were aquatic animals, and they're just like negative already. Guys, I painted my nails today. That's another thing that I did. They're red now. That's literally the only other thing that I did today that is noteworthy. Yeah, that and my like 2 minutes of college work. It is unbelievable how quickly I can pass the time doing absolutely nothing. Because I was up quite early today. I don't really know how I've passed any of the time. That's so concerning to me. I think I did a lot of karaoke this morning. That took up at least an hour because I had my house free completely to myself, and I was like, oh, I'm taking this opportunity to go back to my roots and just belt musical theatre songs, and I had a lovely, lovely time. I sung at least half of Hamilton. It was fantastic. You guys severely missed out. I was having a fun time. My neighbors probably hate me. I had to look my neighbor in the eye the other day. I don't really like see my neighbor very often. I think that's like the first time in at least 5 or 6 months that I've like come in contact with my neighbor, considering that I've lived next to them for like at least 7 years now. I've seen them very little. I don't think I've ever had a full conversation with my neighbor. I mean, fair enough. He's just a man. It's not really like we're going to become best buddies, because I was, you know, in year 7 when we moved in. So, you know, it's not going to be a close friendship. But, like, I literally don't even know who he is. He probably fucking despises me. I'm probably one of the worst neighbors to have. I'm not, like, substantially loud that it could go through walls, but it could go through walls. You know, it could. Worst animal is, I don't know, man. We have to think. We have to come to a conclusion this stream. Learn any new songs for karaoke? Nope. Nope. All of them were musical songs. All of them were musical songs. I had a great time. It's because of the Hamilton video that I watched yesterday. I was in a bubble. Is his name a man? No. I don't actually have a clue what his name is. It's really bad of me. I don't know if he knows what my name is. You know, it's not just on one, it's not a one-sided, you know, it's not a one-sided, like, oh, I'm entirely blocking my neighbor. I don't think he knows who I am either. He knows my mum slightly, but I don't think he knows what my name is. Maybe he does. I actually don't know who he is. Maybe I should just go knock on his door and just go, can I please come into your house? I'm quite curious what it looks like inside, because the way that it's laid out, our houses are just like adjacent to each other. So what I'm imagining is that his house just looks like my house but flipped in the other way around, because that logically would make sense in my mind. Like where my room is now would be on the complete opposite side of the house. Like, that logically would make sense in my brain. And I just want to have a little wonder. I know that's a little bit of an invasion of his privacy, but, like, I just want to see where his kitchen is, logically. Just so I know how to map it all out in my brain. I just want to know what his house looks like. Not in like a personal way. I don't want to look at like his picture frames or anything. I just want to know the layout of his house. To be honest, I could probably just Google it. I think I might just Google it. The worst piece of advice I got was don't trust people on the internet because I wouldn't be him. Good one. That's a good one. So the worst advice I got is I don't know, man. Yeah, see, that's my answer as well. But the thing with the animals, we didn't delve deep enough into this. Because, like, surely there has to be some land animals that just aren't good. Like, there's got to be some weird, obscure animal. This is my thing with flamingos. They're just obscure enough. I don't know, a lot of stuff. Same, don't worry. But, like, all the ones we did yesterday, sure, you know, an octopus and a squid and all the different sharks and, like, other animals. They're bad, but they're not the worst. They're not the worst. Lizards? Hey, now. I quite like lizards. I'm quite a lizard enjoyer. I just think they look quite silly. An intense hatred for lizards? Yeah, but why? I need at least a reason. I need at least one, reason. I was going to say logical, but that's not very fair. My reasons for flamingo were the most illogical things ever. I need at least one reason. They look weird. Right, okay, well, that doesn't feel very fair to the lizards, right? Let me offer some bad advice. Go knock on his door and ask if you can go see if his wall crumbles. Well, I'm curious. I want to know. I mean, is that a bad thing to want to go look around your neighbor's house? Have you guys ever looked around your neighbor's houses before? I'm curious. I want to know what it looks like. I want to see. Because, like, I just want to know. I just want to know. I just want to go, hello. Can I come in, please? Maybe if I just offer him something, like food. If I just, like, bake something. I'm so shit at baking. I'll paint him something. If I just paint him something and go, this is for you. Can I walk around your entire house? Please. If you have this. This is my offering. Now let me walk around your entire house. Preferably. Please. I would like to know. It was basically just same as mine, just flipped. By the way, we didn't walk in, it was for sale. Oh, I hope he sells his house. That'll be so much more exciting. Then I don't have to ask. Then I can just go and have a look around. I just want to know what my house would look like flipped. I want to know. I mean, I can imagine it's not as fun. I quite like the layout of my house. I feel like he's got the worst end of the stick because mine's all on the left. His would all be on the right. Yeah, he's got the worst end of the stick. Mine's good. How about a tip here? Aren't there those like weird? I know what it is, but I don't know what it is. If that makes sense. Like I know logically. Yeah, to be honest, they're just a bit strange, aren't they? They're a bit of an odd animal. It's giving me the noise. They sound like a shit air horn. That's the noise that they make. They sound like a shitter air horn. Are they friendly? I'm gonna look them up now. They're often to be meek and gentle animals. However, their behavior can be unpredictable and they attack without warning. They just look kind of dumb. I don't really know what animal they look like, but like, they are quite horrific, aren't they? Well, you know what? I'm kind of against them already. Oh, that was the wrong one. Look. I mean, like, I like this one. That one over there is quite fun. He is cute. That one, not so much. Not so much, actually. That one's quite horrific. I don't really like him. Hi, Rudy. Welcome on in. Their smiles are so cute. I mean, they're just kind of... I wouldn't say that they're the worst. But, like, they're... I think if I encountered one, I would be quite... puzzled. I think I'd be puzzled. I think I'd be, you know, which are the worst? Animals that look like they should have human teeth, or just like animals that do kind of have human teeth that don't fit in their mouths right. You know, there's like that one fish that like has a full-on jaw, like a full-on, just has a mouth with teeth in it. I don't appreciate animals like that. I don't like the animals that don't have like animal teeth. What the fuck is that? This man is a skedaddler right here, everybody. This is the most skedaddler animal ever. He would skedaddle. This shit would skedaddle. 1000%. 1000%. Absolutely 1000%. No doubt about it. What a silly little guy. That guy's not even bad. It's just fucking dumb. You know what animals are silly? whenever, this sounds really dark of me, but whenever I was walking around with my friends, I had a running joke of if I saw a dog that was really small, I could just crush that right now. I know this sounds really dark. I found it really funny. Obviously, I would never act on this impulse. I never crushed a dog. But, like, because my dogs are human-sized, I have a very flawed judgment of, like, I rank dogs on how crushable they are. What do you mean, what the fuck? This is completely normal, actually. This is a very normal thing to say. But you know what I mean? Just look at something and you just go, I could just stomp. You know what I mean? Small dogs are creatures of hell. Yeah, stompable as well. My dogs aren't stompable. You couldn't stomp my dog in the slightest. Stomp a small dog. Have you ever just wanted to kick a seagull before? Because you should have. I had this conversation with my dad. Fun conversation to have with my father. He went, just want to just kick one, just boot a seagull. And also just grab a pigeon. It's quite a lot of instinctual things. I'm never going to commit to any of them. But just imagine, like, there's a pigeon. You just kind of hold it. I don't really want to, I don't have any malicious intentions against the pigeon. I just want to kind of, like, I just want to know if I could do it. I just want to know if my reaction times are fast enough that I could just out of the air. You know what I mean? Just in the hands, and I've got a pigeon now. I'd let it go quite instantly because I don't really think I want to be in that close for contact with a pigeon for that very long. But I'm so curious because they don't have the best reaction times, pigeons. You know, you can get quite close to them. I feel like if you were sneaky enough, you could easily sneak up to a pigeon and just kind of have it for a second and then let it be free again. That's what I want to do. Do you reckon that's like inhumane of me? Morally incorrect to try this one day? Because I feel like that's the only thing that I have on my bucket list. High five it? Yeah! And then, high five! You know, I'm just so curious. You know, I'm jealous of all those people who have pigeons tamed. I wish to tame a pigeon. What's a basilisk? Isn't that a snake? I could be dead wrong with this. Fuck, you're giving me really difficult things to spell. Basilisk. What is that one? Yeah, it's a snake. Wait, is it a fake snake? Not real snake. It's a not real snake. What is it though? Or is it a lizard? What is it? I don't understand what I'm looking at here. It's a good mix of drawings and lizard with lots of arms. Is it a real thing? Because there are real ones and it's just a silly little lizard man. And I quite like the silly little lizard man. I'm not against lizards. You know what I was against? Oh, you know what? I have my least favorite animal. The stream's done. This is it. After half an hour, I've got my least favorite animal, a leech. If you can count a leech as an animal, that's the worst one. I had an immense fear of leeches as a kid. I've never come across a leech in my life. I've never had an experience where I've like, have any of you guys ever come in contact with a leech before? Because I'd actually genuinely rather just not have skin. I'm just giving you random animals. They're good animals. I don't think they're animals. So what are they then? What is a leech? They're just like worse slugs. And slugs are already worse snails. It's like a really shit spectrum, right? It goes from silly little guy with a shell that is like, some people don't like them. I really like snails. I was one of those kids that really enjoyed snails. Me and my friends used to do competitions where we would try and find the smallest snails possible in our school playground. And we would make them little homes and shit. Like, we had this one specific bush area in my primary school playground that everyone else was playing like bulldog or tag or something. And me and my friends, we would sit on the floor, on the fucking concrete next to this bush and like make a home for the snails at break time, and then we'd come back at lunch and hope that they were still there. Sometimes they were, you know. Sometimes they were. That was a big achievement if your snail was still there. It was a big one. Yes, they are. I saw a pet leech on TikTok once. Well, how can you own a pet leech? What are you doing with a pet leech? She let it drink from her blood and called it feeding time? Ah! Did I have 10 would not what you get and made me feel incredibly... Oh yeah, no wonder! Christ! It's like having a fucking wolf and going, oh, I'm just gonna let it chomp a bit out of my leg. Feeding time, it can just have my arm. I don't need it anyway. My animal deserves it more. In what way? That's not... Leeches are just odd. The only reason I'd like to come in contact with a leech is just because I'm quite curious about what they feel like. I would like to know what having a leech on you feels like. Is it a painful experience, or is it like a mosquito bite where it's painful after the experience? Like, I want to know what a leech, have any of you guys ever come in contact with a leech where it's like actually been on you? Because like in all the media that I've seen about leeches, they never look necessarily in pain. They just kind of look worried that there's this weird little worm guy that is drinking from them. You know what I mean? But like, they never look immensely in pain. I've just searched on TikTok, and yes, my opinion has not changed. It made me feel incredibly ill. Well, yeah, no wonder. But like, is it painful? Because like, I want to know if it's painful. Is having a leech on you painful? You know, there's a YouTube channel that they just like test different types of stings. Terrible YouTube channel, absolutely terrible. I don't remember why I know what this is, but like there's a channel, it might be a TikTok, it might be YouTube, I don't know what it is, but they just get different animals and they just get it to like sting them and shit. Oh my god, I hated every second of when I watched this. I don't remember what context I was watching this in, but I was watching a video of someone like intentionally getting stuck. Oh, you know what I was watching? Fucking Gogglebox. So I wasn't watching this intentionally. I was not scrolling through a YouTube video. And yeah, okay, it was on Gogglebox, and they were reacting to someone purposely stinging themselves with animals. Oh my god. Who in their right mind would make a show like that? We don't need to know. We don't need to know what it looks like for you to get stung by this really deadly fucking wasp. I don't give a shit. No, I hated every second of it. It was disgraceful. It was just, oh, hey, look at this massive ass fucking wasp. Oh, sting, now I'm in an excruciating amount of pain, and that's the rest of the show. Who wants to watch that? What sicko wants to watch that? It was awful. Not really, it doesn't hurt. Most leech bites are harmless. Usually the leech can be removed easily without the need for medical attention, but the bite can cause an extended bleeding at the attachment site, even after the leech is removed. This is because the saliva from the leeches is an anticoagulant and interferes with the blood's normal clotting. Right. So they're not really painful. No, they release a sort of anesthetic. Oh, right. Okay. So I guess it's just kind of odd then. Is that why people don't really like notice them? I feel like people don't notice them, right? Is that why? Because you just physically cannot feel them? Well, that's smart from the leeches. Hey, they've adapted well. You know what I mean? They've adapted incredibly well. If they make it so you can't feel them, imagine how much blood they get to drink now. That's impressive from the leeches. You know what I mean? Maybe they aren't the worst because they're smart. Because the leeches are smart. They also said there were worse animals like hornets and wasps and mosquitoes, which is very, very reasonable. If you get a leech on you, don't sprinkle salt on it when it's attached, because if you do, it'll be sick in your blood, I think. What a strange piece of information. Right. Well, why does salt kill slugs? Can any of you guys scientifically prove this to me? Well, not prove it, just elaborate. What in it about slugs kills them with salt? And also, who discovered this? How? How did they discover this? I honestly wish I was born in an older age of society so I could just do shit. You know what I mean? Imagine how much fun it would be to just chow on berries and that have absolutely no consequences, like apart from death. You know what I mean? I mean, if I chow on a berry right now, sure, the consequence is just death. But like, I'm very aware that the consequence will be death or like poison. Back then, they had no clue. Imagine how much more freeing that would be. Oh, look at this fun, colourful, not cylindrical, spherical object in the middle of the forest. That looks tasty. Yum, yum, yum. No thought in the head. They don't have to doubt themselves. Imagine how much fun. Imagine how crazy fire would have been. I feel upset that I missed out on the reaction to fire. That would have been insane. And mammoths. Quite upset about that one as well. Quite upset about mammoths. I'm quite upset that I've missed out on mammoths a little bit. You know what I mean? I wish they would have stuck around for longer. At least just a little bit, so that I could have seen them. Rather than a complex chemical reaction, salt acts as a snail's and slug's kryptonite by dehydrating its slimy exterior. So it essentially draws the water out from their skin. And osmosis! Woo! I've got that just saved now. Osmosis effect, and they die within minutes of dehydration. Oh, so it just kind of goes... Oh, it's like that one scene in the hit SpongeBob movie. I wonder if the cavemen did drugs. I'm sure there was some, like, berries and shit that they lost their shit to. There has to be, right? There has to be. Learning which animals you can drink the milk from. Well, that would have been a more worrying experience. Yeah, that's an experience. I'm glad that I didn't have to go through that one. Imagine how incredible they felt when they figured out cows. Do you reckon they figured out cows first? Or do you reckon they learnt about cows later down the line and were like, why didn't we just do this shit first? This one's so much better than all of the other ones. Like, which one do you think they tried to milk for? Because that must have been a really strange... That must have been a really strange concept. Don't boo me, Ben. Hi, happy Thursday, you bitch. Look up Thorny Devil. It is an animal, I promise. Yeah, I bet it is. I want to know what it is. Hang on. Thorny Devil. What is it? Is it a lizard? Whoa! I like this one a lot. I'm a big fan of the Thorny Devil. Whoa! Look at him! He sat down. I like that one. I like this one. He's not the worst. He's a funny little man. He looks like he looks like a cat but sillier. I like him. He's a skedaddler. He is. I googled it and I think they did. What? Milk cows first? I mean, like, it would have been so much fun to just be a caveman. Is that one of the ones that blood shoots out the eyes? Whoa, whoa, hang on a second. Big Slim, you failed to mention something there. Does it shoot blood out of its eyes? Because, you know, less of a silly little man. Oh, do drugs? Oh, I was gonna say, right. Well, I mean, yeah, because there has to be some things, right? If animals can figure out, like, if a dolphin can figure out if they rub up on a pufferfish enough, it gets them high, then we could have figured out some mushrooms or something, right? You know what I mean? Like, logically. Hi, Jax, welcome on in. Happy Thursday. Google blobfish. No, we've done blobfishes fucking dirty. Crime of the century, along with absolutely dehousing pigeons, bringing up blobfishes from the depth of the ocean. We had absolutely no business to do this. Absolutely none. We just went, hey, blobfish, I'm gonna absolutely deform you, so, because we're curious. I'm gonna absolutely just deform you out of curiosity. That's what we did to the blobfish. No one bats an eye. And now they get, like, the most hatred in the world because we've deformed the fuckers. It was our fault. They don't look like that, do they? They don't look like that. We've compressed them. We did the blobfish dirty, and I feel terrible for them. Absolutely terrible. The amount of times I saw a YouTube video when I was a kid of, like, ugliest animals, I feel bad. I feel bad. I feel guilty. I feel like I need to undo all of my actions where I went, oh, blobfish are so terrible. You know what I mean? I feel like I need to undo this. That's so mean of us. We're terrible people. We're awful. My cat likes catnip. I don't understand that. Me and my family are getting a cat soon, hopefully. I have no clue when. But we are, eventually. Some point this year, I will own a cat, right? I don't understand that. I don't want to get my cat high, preferably. I don't understand it. I don't get it. I've never understood it before. I've seen people... I don't get it. What does it do to them? They just look a bit more insane. I feel like cats are on one enough. I don't think I need to make it even more on one. There's something undeniably surreal about early cave paintings. Something otherworldly or even psychedelic. And according to a team of international scientists, that's because cave painters were doing mind-bending drugs while painting them. As they should. Woo-woo! As they absolutely should. They've made history 10 times more interesting. Due to low pressure, they become balloons. Yeah! We've fucked them up. We've got, hey, fun little fish that lives in the ocean. Come to the surface. Now let's bully you relentlessly. And make you 2012 Instagram memes. Who deserves to go through that? Because the blobfish did not. They did not. We've done them so dirty. Such star-nosed mole. Isn't that just a mole with a little... on its nose? I mean, that one's just kind of in its... That's just kind of like in the name. It's a little bit horrific, I'll give you that, actually. You know, I actually didn't think it would look that horrible. It actually does, doesn't it? I thought it was like a nice, innocent, cute thing. I quite like stars. That looks like it's got human hands on its face. Right, I'm not actually as big of a fan of that one anymore. That literally looks like it's got like that on its face. Yeah, not as big of a fan of it anymore. I thought it was like a cute little guy. That is horrific. That's horrifying. I'm not a big fan of that one. Drugs have mostly been legal. It's only our government that makes them legal not long ago. Hey, well, silly government. Come on, we could have been living like the cavemen. We could have. The main ingredient is catnip. I'm learning so much today. I feel like I'm on 5 different brain waves right now. Nepetella. I'll get there. That simulates a certain brain chemicals related to mood and happiness. There's a sense of euphoria that... So it's literally cat drugs. It's just cat drugs. Right. Well, have fun. Tetrapods are pretty cool. I'm looking up so many animals. This is great fun. What's a tetrapod? Tetrapod. I didn't type. No, I'm still not typing. I'm so bad at this. Tetrapod. What is it? Or is it just generally an animal? Are you kidding? Is this just an animal? Oh, it's like a little lizard guy. Oh, he's funny. I just thought it was an animal. It's just showing me animals. More a group of animals? Right. I mean, it's just kind of showing me a lizard currently. Is it not a lizzle? Is it not a lizzle? Is it not one of these? Elaborate more. You seem to know much more. Try Yeti crab. We're going back into the underwater things. We're heading back into the realm of the underwater animals. What the fuck is that? Ah! Oh, Christ! You have good suggestions. You have excellent suggestions, Ben. Ben, you're really good at this. I hate all of your suggestions. A lot. That is, like, so strange. Why is it, like, furry? Is literally me. Why is it furry? It looks like a Mr. Man. He looks so huggable. No, it looks like a Mr. Man. You know what I mean? It looks like it. I don't like him. I'm not a big fan of him. Not a big fan. Absolutely. I'm not loving it too much. A marmoset? What's a marmoset? Marmoset. No, I like him. Hey, don't call him judgmental. Look at him. He's just a friendly little man. He does look a little bit like he is just bullying you, but I like him. I like him. I'm a big fan of him. I like him. The sea is a scary place. I usually stick to the pool on holiday. I mean, the only experience I've had of being in the sea is in the UK. And just generally, the sea in the UK fucking sucks unless you're in, like, Cornwall or somewhere like that. And I've not been to Cornwall, okay? So, like, the only experience I've had in the sea has just been so violently unpleasant, it's insane. Like, when I used to go and visit family when I went to Norwich, it was just kind of cold and depressing, right? Cornwall. I mean, Cornwall's like the prettiest place. It's got like nicer beaches than most other places. Why Cornwall? Because Cornwall's pretty for like beaches. It's better than the beaches I've been to. I'm sorry, you compare Cornwall and fucking Norfolk, and you've got luxury in the depths of hell, right? Come on now. You have to, there's a big comparison, right? So, but like the beach that I've been to recently, when I went into the sea, it's just like, it's obviously because it's all brown, there's just anything underneath you. The last time I went in the ocean was with my friends when I went to the beach last, and we all like went and put our legs in it. I have no clue what my legs were touching, but it could have been anything. It was just kind of like, I was going to say wet, but it was like weird and slimy. There could have been fucking anything down there, and you would have no clue. Like, genuinely no clue. I don't really like the ocean. Don't really like it. And then there's the disgusting seawater pool that's nearby the place that I go to, and there's fuck all anything in that as well, crabs and shit. It was just a bit of an unpleasant experience. Actually true, yeah, exactly. Was good out of 10, yeah, Cornwall's nice. All of the other places, kind of bad. Do you work in a zoo? No. Far from it. If we're going back to the ocean, sheep's head fish. Sheep's head fish. Next one, sheep's head fish. Is that the one with teeth? I hope it isn't. It is, isn't it? You bitch. You bitch. I recognize the name. I feel like I've looked this one up before. Teeth fish. Ugh. Ugh. It doesn't deserve anything. It shouldn't have a mouth. It really shouldn't. Imagine you're swimming around and this swims up to you. Now we're bringing back the immersive experience. Oh, wrong one. Hang on. We're getting it back. We're getting it back, okay? For this one, it's coming back. It is. I can't. This makes me feel sick. Oh, I didn't save properly, did it? Nope. I'm so good at streaming. Or maybe I did. I don't know anymore. No, I didn't. I'm not very good at this. You know what? I won't bring back the immersive experience for this one. Later. We'll find a worse one. The teeth are just... I hate that fish a lot. I actually really do. I'm not a big fan. Penguin! Whoa, 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 whoa now. Whoa, 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 whoa. I will allow slandering any other animals, but slandering penguins? What have penguins done to you? Come on now. So, what am I searching? I don't even want to attempt to read it, but I'll have a little look. I'll have a little look. Bald. What is it? What is it? Oh wow. Oh. Oh wow. Oh, he's an interesting fella. Interesting fella. You know, I'm not. He looks like he'd own down pub. You look like you'd find him down pub. You know what I mean? This picture looks like a middle-aged man's Facebook profile picture. And you can argue with me all you want. This animal just looks like a grown man. This animal just looks like a grown man. Like, you can't even... It is just a grown man. Like, that is just a man. Full-on middle-aged man. So, you know... Interesting guy. Interesting guy. Look at that mouth. Yeah, but penguins are cute. You know what I mean? If they have a weird mouth, then that's fine. I'm still a lion penguin. Men be like, that one bold monkey. All of them. What else am I looking at? Goblin shark. Goblin shark time. This is going to be like a good portion of the stream. Goblin shark. Oh. 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 But this is like, you know what I mean? This is just underwater creatures just not deserving anything in life. I'm not a fan of it. Fuck no. If I encountered that, I would cry. I would absolutely cry. But like, if this is just underwater animals being terrible, I feel like collectively as a group, they're all kind of lower tiers just because they're underwater. Like, you could show me any underwater animal and I'd probably still hate it. Just for the fact that if I encountered it, I would be in an underwater setting. That's like the only reason. Proboscis monkey, what is that? I want to know what it is. Why are there many options of this? Why is there like a butterfly as well? Is that just a general? Oh, wow. He is a fine fellow. Oh, wow. Oh, look at him. Oh, he's got personality and pizzazz. Oh, ho, ho. That and the other middle-aged man, best of friends. This is just a pub duo. Like, honestly, you would see these two down pub. They would be best friends. They would be. You're so true. That's so true. Anglerfish. I like anglerfish. Cosplayed as one time. I don't hate them as much. I really appreciate the fact that they got a little light on their head. Because I don't get that. And I like it. You know, what other animal has like a little light on its head? I don't have a little light on my head. We had to make them. We had to make fucking headlamps. Whoa. Whoa, I think I'd be so much more efficient as a person if I had a constant light on the top of my head. You know what I mean? Imagine you're trying to read something. Imagine you're walking around at night and you've just got a light to the top of your head. Oh, is that not 10 times more efficient than like a torch? Well, actually, depending on how bright the light is and where it is on your head. Like, if I just had a light here constantly extending from my head, I feel like as a person, I would be 10 times cooler and more efficient. And eventually, you'd sign so many modeling degrees, we'll go with it, if you had a light on your head. You'd constantly look great. You know what I mean? I would love to have a light on my head. It would be useful to me. Merry Christmas, Big Slim. You ever see what a giant sloth looks like? No, I don't think I want to. You know, I'm glad that, you know, like the giant category of animals just fucked off before I was born. Before all of us were born. I'm quite glad that happened. I'm quite glad that they just went, yeah, you know this massive mammoth? Yeah. You know, as much as I was talking about the fact that I would love to have experienced mammoths, I don't think I would have. You know, that giant fucking shark? Yeah, I'm quite glad that they, like, just went away before I had to deal with them. Lots. Dinosaurs, that's another one. Dinosaurs are great. Dinosaurs are so cool. Dinosaurs, you know, top 10 creatures. Really sick. However, quite glad I missed out on that, actually. Won't complain that they're not kicking about anymore. I won't. You know what I mean? I'll stick with the, like, the other animals that we have. I'll stick with them ones. Because, you know what, dinosaurs are cool and all, but I don't need to see them. I don't ever need to come into contact with one. I'm good. I'm as old as time. How are dinosaurs? Let me know. How did you rate dinosaurs? You know, out of 10, what would you rate dinosaurs encountering them? I would like to know. Elf cat? What the fuck is an elf cat? This seems like the most innocent thing that you've suggested yet. Elf cat. Is it just a silly looking cat? Oh, no, I hate these fucking cats. Oh, God, they're the worst. Oh, not skinless. Hairless cats are just fucking odd as shit. Ah, you have to put them in like a jumper just so they look bearable. Oh, no. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I know some people like these. I am just inherently against them. Imagine you pet it and its skin rolls back. Ah! You know what I mean? Imagine Imagine you're petting it, and you can physically, oh no, I don't like it. I don't like that one. I hate those cats a lot. They're not the worst animal, because it's still a cat, and you know, they're still little funny guys. But just no. Just the way that I can picture it moving makes me feel violently uncomfortable. So I'm against those cats a lot. Some 7 out of 10, others 1 out of 10. What was a 1 out of 10 dinosaur? I bet it was a T-Rex. They look like cocky little shits. You know what the best one would have been? Stegosaurus. 100%. 1000%. What's everyone's favorite dinosaurs? I hope one of you is like a dinosaur expert, because I love people who know about dinosaurs. What's your favorite dinosaur, everybody? We're leaning away from worst animals for a bit, and we're going to best dinosaurs. What was your favorite dinosaur be? If you say T-Rex, you're just so wrong. You just really, really are. Get a better answer. Unless you can give me like 3 solid reasons. No, give me 3 solid reasons or you're wrong. Give me 3 actual reasons why you like T-Rexes. No, you have to explain now. You have to explain. Or a very big Maine Coon. They're those super fluffy ones, right? Yeah. Are they the fluffy ones? Yeah, no, kind of. Oh, they are quite fluffy. I like them. I like his short arm. Yeah, but like, you just can't reach anything. That feels inconvenient. I mean, fair enough. That is a reason. Sharp teeth. I'm sure Stegosauruses have sharp teeth too, and they're just better inherently because they've got a funnier shape to them. You know what I mean? Pterodactyls. They're cool ones, aren't they? The flying ones. Not a big fan of how they're spelt though. P, a relevant letter in that word. Apatosaurus. What's an apatosaurus? I'm not knowledgeable on dinosaurs at all. I'm just very judgmental. What's a Patasaurus? Oh, he's a funny one. He's like a Diplodocus, but less. I like him. I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of him. And Diplodocuses are sick as well. They're like just so much cooler giraffes, logically. A Tanicolagrius. What's that one? Oh, it's like a tiny one. It's like a velociraptor. I have a very flawed logic. I don't know if you guys are just using... I like him. Oh, I don't really like the way he's shaped very much. Specifically, is that picture. I don't really like how that one's shaped very much. No offense, Matt. I'm going to have to fucking copy and paste yours. I'm not even going to attempt to say it. That is absolutely not. I'm not even going to try. I'm not even going to try. That is just silly. I like that one. It's silly. It just looks fucking stupid. I don't know if this is just a shit drawing of it, but what is that? I like him. He's funny. Sorry, I keep swapping to the wrong scenes. I changed my mute button. You know how I accidentally kept on muting myself? I fixed it. I won't do that anymore unless I click another different key. But I changed it because I realized that the number pad on this keyboard also links to the up, down, left, right arrows. So I accidentally key-minded it to my arrow keys. Terrible idea, but I fixed it now. It's okay. I'm going to send a picture of the exact cat I want in Discord. Okay. My favorite is a... It's not even worth saying that again, is it? I'll just copy and paste it. There's no point. You guys are saying 2 fancy ones. You know what? I'll go back to say... What is that? Why has it got a massive lump on its head? He's a silly one. I like this one. He's a skedaddler. This one's a skedaddler. It's just got a big lump on its head. I like it. This one's a skedaddler, if I've ever seen one. I don't get it, but I appreciate it. I appreciate it a lot. I'm still more of a Stegosaurus kind of gal. Right, you guys are just saying really fancy dinosaur names now. I quite liked it when it was the easy ones. They all just look the same. I mean, no offense to you guys and your favorite dinosaurs, but like the 4 most recent one that I've shown you guys look identical. You know what I mean? I'm not really seeing that big of a difference between you guys and your favorite dinosaur anymore. They all just kind of look the exact same. I don't know if I'm just being bad about dinosaur species, but they look incredibly similar. Oh, that's a good cat. That's a cool one. It's a very cool one. I think that's the one you're referencing to, right? I like him. It's very pretty. It's a cool looking cat. I like it. Cats with good eyes. Oh, I saw a husky in the charity shop the other day, right? And it had like multicolored eyes. Oh, dogs that look like that are so cool. They feel like they're staring directly into my soul though. Quite aggressive. It's like the Paul Hollywood of dogs. People with like bright blue eyes, some of the most intense people I've ever met. My mum had a friend who had like bright, piercingly blue eyes, and I've never felt more intimidated by a person in my life. Like, the only time I've ever came in contact with them is when I was a kid, where like I would just sit there like, oh my god, you are so intense to make eye contact with. I'm so intensely intimidated by this right now because it feels like there are daggers in my eyes. Like, do you not think that's like the most aggressive form of eye contact? If someone just has the brightest fucking eyes ever. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. The one person I'm up for is a dinosaur person, so I've been asked this before. I see. Well, that makes sense. I think dinosaur people are fun though. I think dinosaur people are fun. It's like one of the more fun interests that you could have, because then you can just look at all the dinosaurs that are cool. Ankylosaur. Oh, I like him. That's my favorite one that you guys have suggested so far. I like that one the most. It's gone. I was going to show you. It's back. I like this one the most. Out of all the ones that you guys have suggested, this one's been my favorite so far. I'm a big fan of this one. Jax, yours was my favorite suggestion. I like him. He's spiky. I like him. Yeah, I like him a lot. That's what hedgehogs should become when they evolve eventually. That's what they should become, logically, I think. Big bull tail? Yeah, that's why I like it. It's got cool features. You know what? I'm going back onto moles because I was meaning to, and then we got incredibly distracted. But basically, moles, we used to have a load of mole hills in the big field that I used to go to. Whenever I was a kid, I used to jump on them. And I don't know why I did this, because I think I was taught to do this by someone in my family or one of my friends, but there were loads of like little mounds of dirt everywhere, and my family would always go, oh, it's a molehill, sugar, and I went, yeah, and impulsively, you just kind of stamp on it. I don't know if this is morally wrong of me, and it probably is, but like, I wasn't actively fucking with the moles, I don't think. I don't really know if I was doing moles any harm, because there were not ever any moles in the molehill. It was just kind of mounds of dirt. For all I know, they were just mounds of dirt, but they were absolutely everywhere, and everyone's instinct, whenever we went there in primary school and stuff like that, everyone's instinct was to just stomp all over the molehills. Found a mole in one of those hills? Well, let's hope I didn't stomp a mole, because that would be a much more morally wrong. Search prairie dog greeting. Prairie dog's my second favorite animal, because they go, woohoo! Or yippee, it's one of the two. They make a fun noise, and they are absolutely brilliant for it. Is that not absolutely fantastic? I love that animal just because it goes, yippee! I actually don't like how they look very much. Every single time I've been asked to prove what a prairie dog is, and I just Google it, they look like baby men. They look like baby men, but they go, woohoo! And that makes them my second most favorite animal, because that's just an excellent noise for an animal to make. You know what I mean? Woohoo! Yeah! Copy paste this prairie dog greeting. Yeah, but why? Why do I have to get specific? Why do I have to specifically look up the prairie dog greeting? Is it not just them going woohoo? I'm not very knowledgeable. What do they do? Ah, they kiss each other. Ah, friendly little guys. They're such nice animals. Even if they look like baby men, they're still worthy of my love. Because look at them. Ah, and they go woohoo! Aren't they just fantastic animals? Ah, I like them all. I'm a big fan of them. Friendly little guys. High five! Sorry, I missed that. I thought you were just generally saying high five. Friendly little guys. I like them a lot. Prairie dogs are just sweet little guys. I always used to watch them a lot whenever we went to the zoo, because like I didn't really understand what they were. They're like, when I went to the zoo before, when I was a kid, they just kind of were like worse meerkats. You know what I mean? The meerkats did stuff and they were interesting. The prairie dogs would literally just stand there and just kind of look like weirder guinea pigs as a kid. But now I like them. Now I appreciate them more. You know what the best thing was at the zoo? In the meerkat exhibition, you could always like crawl into the meerkats. Like, not like actually you didn't get in the enclosure with them, but they'd have like these little bubbles of these like little see-through plastic bubbles, and you could put your head in them and you'd be like surrounded by the meerkats. That was so cool. And in the aquarium that I live by as well, you can do that, but with the seahorses. Oh, what an excellent experience. When I went to the aquarium by myself, I really wanted to do that. Like, I really, really, really wanted to. I wanted to sit in the seahorse exhibit by myself, and I would have happily done that. I really like seahorse. I think they're really cool. But, like, there was a man there the whole time. There was a man who was walking around the aquarium, and he was always like one exhibit in front of me, and he stayed at these seahorses for so long, for at least like 15 minutes, and I was like, I'm not that invested in the seahorses or anything that are around them, so I had to walk away. I was so distraught about this. I was really excited to go inside of the seahorse exhibit, but I couldn't. We've got an important animal. Let me find a pic in Discord. Have you never been to a zoo before? I mean, honestly, good. They're kind of massively problematic. I went a lot as a kid because my friend had like a free pass, so I'd always go with her and her mum. Best part was the penguins and the seals, because in the seal exhibit they always had like shows going on with the seals, and you could go underneath the ground and you could like watch them all through like a bigger screen, and there were like stairs and stuff. That was the coolest part, just because you could get closest to them. I'd go for a sun bear, not gonna lie, the little goofy guy. Sun bears are so dumb looking. I have a really funny picture of a sun bear that I saved from a TikTok that I watched. I love it so much. It's one of my favorite things on my camera roll. It's this. And the caption says, "The bear is having a crisis." And I really love this picture. I think this picture is absolutely great. I love this picture so much. Sun bears is just stupid. They literally, they're the most human, but not human animals ever. Like, I don't understand why it's doing this, but it looks so funny. That's one of my favorite pictures in my camera roll just ever. Poor bear. He's having a crisis. The weights of life has really got to him. It was just a whole slideshow of pictures of sun bears looking really silly, and this was my favorite one. I really like it. I'm a big fan of that picture. They're just very strange. I went to the zoo and I saw a sugar exhibit. Many sugars there were. What a terrible exhibit. Imagine how loud that exhibit would be. Oh, the fucking tube dog. Hey now, no, fuck the fucking tube dog. Man, I hate it. This dog is dumb. This dog is so dumb. It's stupid. I've never been more annoyed that you guys made me put this higher up on my tier list, because this dog is actually, let me get a picture on the screen for the people who aren't in my Discord. This. The tube dog is silly. The tube dog is stupid, and not in a nice way. It's just stupid. it's just, no. Not tub dog, worse dog. What even is it? Where is its eyes? It's like the reverse hammerhead. If it was facing the other way, I would absolutely adore it. If the dog had its head on, but that way, oh, I would absolutely adore it. Like, I would love that dog immensely, because it would look like a silly little hammerhead shark, but like it wouldn't be. That would be fantastic. If the dog was a tube but horizontally, favorite dog. I don't like this. I don't like this. Have you seen when the bear holds its toes? No. Don't they just kind of sit and they look like they're trying to do a stretch? Basset hounds, they're the ones that look like they have lived through every single war possible, isn't it? They're the ones that literally have like drooping eyes. Is that not what a basset hound is? I always used to get them mixed up with sausage dogs, and I don't really understand why or how. They look nothing alike to sausage dogs. In fact, they're probably like one of the dead opposite dogs to sausage dogs, but in my mind they were the same. Just a sausage dog was just a smaller version of a basset hound. I don't really understand how that got mixed up in my head, but it did for a substantial amount of time when I was a kid. This dog though, just dumb. Just dumb. It looks like a horse, but it's not trying hard enough. It looks like a less worthy horse. That's my opinion on this dog. Do we actually know like what the actual name of this dog is? Or is it just called the tube dog? What is this dog called? Like, what is this dog biologically called? I want to know. The smaller dog the more I know, like it. Yeah, I agree with that. The smaller the dog, the more of a son of a bitch it is. You know what I mean? That's just mean. My friend used to have a really small dog at their house called Luna, and it was on one constantly. It was on one. It was really friendly when it sat down and calmed down, but it just kind of like ran all over you with its tiny little light paws, and it was really weird. Bedlington? Bedlington Terrier is a breed of small dogs. Small? Small dog. It's not small though, is it? Bedlington. Oh, that's not a small dog though. That's a big dog. Is that dog actually really tiny? Is that a small dog? Are you shitting me? Is it actually small? Oh! Oh, well, that picture is very flawed perspectively. I thought those dogs were big. I thought this dog was, like, height-wise the same as mine. They're tiny. Oh, okay, they're actually quite sweet. I thought they were big. They're actually just really tiny. Okay, I'm actually not as against them anymore. I thought they were quite big dogs. I've now learned that they're, like, actual smaller dogs. Oh, okay, they're quite sweet then. I'm not against them. Opinions on the board as well. Is that one of those dogs with the really long noses? Fantastic. Such a good genre of dogs that I like. I like them a lot. They look so dumb. Dogs that look dumb, fantastic. Apart from that one. That one's stupid and stupid. I mean, not really. It's just a lot of small dog owners get them and don't train them because it's too small to hurt anyone, which is why they have a reputation to be assholes. That's very true. Some big dogs are just as bad. My friend had a big dog. She had a border collie. This border collie sucked so much. This border collie was genuinely like the spawn of Satan. They did fuck all to train this dog, and it was terrifying, right? I used to be genuinely scared to go into her house. She was one of those people that had to like lock the dog in another room when people entered their house. I was like genuinely terrified of this dog. I don't really get very scared of dogs. Because I've had a dog every single living year of my life, so I don't really care that much. But like this dog, I was petrified of because it would just run around and like bite shit. Terrifying. And if you left your shoes downstairs in her house, it would maul them apart. Like genuinely, we were upstairs in my friend's room and she came into the room. She was like, so I've got good and bad news, everybody. I've got good news and I've got bad news. And we went, right, what's the good news? And she went, well, my dog hasn't eaten your shoes, sugar. And I went, okay, well that's worrying good news, but what's the bad news? She went, well, she has eaten your friend's shoes. One of them, all of them. She's eaten the shoes. And I went, wait, what the fuck? Her dog just ate my friend's shoes. Imagine walking to someone's house, walking back, no more shoes. No more shoes now. Shoes gone. Shoes gone. Terrifying dog. It was awful. Hi, puppy. Welcome in. Happy Thursday. My uncle has like really big dogs. They're very adorable, but very scary. I mean, my dogs are fucking huge, but my dogs are very well tamed. Like, they will listen to every single thing that you say. They're just stubborn. But they wouldn't hurt anyone unless you invaded my house, logically. When we used to walk my dogs in the park, though, there were these two absolutely petrifying dogs. As I said, not very scared of dogs, but there was these two dogs in the park. I don't know what breed they were. I don't have a clue what breed they are, but they were huge and fluffy, and the owner had no control over them. I remember having genuine anxiety when I went around a walk with my dogs. My dad's a big guy, right? My dad's big, and he's quite intimidating, and obviously we have big and intimidating dogs as well, but like, I would walk into this park and get genuinely scared that we would like be walking my dogs at the same time that these dogs are walking, because they'd come up to you, they'd run around and they'd like jump up on people. They were so aggressive. They were terrifying, like so scary. People who don't have control over their dogs are spooky. Spooky people. They're so scary. For that, I would have been like, I want your wallet now. What, for the shoes? Reasonable, honestly. They aren't big like muscular dogs. They're just fucking massive huskies. I mean, yeah, I mean, that is kind of intimidating, but big dogs just tend to be a little bit sillier if they're trained well. Sugar's dogs will be making coffee for robbers when they invade the house. Hey, no, they wouldn't. My dogs are stubborn little shits when it comes to people coming in the house. They're nice, but like, if someone's on our porch and they don't, well, not porch, but if someone's on our driveway and they don't know who they are barking the living shit out of the house, and they will not stop. If Shed hears a single noise in the garden, he is absolutely on one. He's one of them dogs. It's a piss take. You can get him to stop really easily, but like, he's got a loud bark, right? He's got really loud bark. As soon as he hears a noise, as soon as he sees something in the garden, as soon as another dog starts barking, he's barking with him. You have to go, Shed, good boy, leave, please. It's like 12 a.m. Just shush. You're being so loud right now. You're being incredibly loud. There's no one there, I promise. You're being good job, but shush. Leave it alone, man. Just shh. Stop, but it's so loud. He's unbelievably loud. I hate people who don't train their dogs, especially because I have chihuahuas. Terrifying. It's so scary, isn't it? I should bring back the TOG license. Not gonna lie, I know it'd make it harder for the people that don't know. Fuck it up for the ones that do. Well, I mean, I don't know what the dog license is necessarily. I just think if you don't know how to tame a dog, oh, it's just so scary, isn't it? Because dogs are like big and spooky, and if they're into the wrong hands, they are literally just weapons. They are just absolutely ruthless, and that is terrifying. It is so scary. I remember one time I got chased by a small dog at a field that I was nearby, and it gave me a fear of dogs for so long. I had dogs for ages, but the dog that I had when I was a kid was a bulldog that was the dumbest dog in the world. It just sat and it looked at things, and it could barely run and shit, so like, it was just, it was just a silly little man, and I went to this field, and this like family came up to us, and they had this really like aggressive Jack Russell that would just sprint around, and it chased after me when I was playing a game with my friend. I was so scared. It was barking and shit, like, oh my god, I was terrified. I was just trying to play a game with my friend, and this dog's like chasing me, and I had a fear of dogs for like a good 2 weeks after that. I was so scared. I was like, no, this is terrifying. I'm gonna get chased again. It was awful. If I had to pick, it would probably be, I have to pick a favorite, it'd be Siberian Huskies. They're just lovely looking, funny looking, derpy personality dogs. They are silly. They're also so pretty. Like, dogs like that, they're just lovely little dogs. I like them. Would you say that the dogs you have now are your favorite breed? Probably not, but I don't know if I could name a favorite breed of dog that I have. I'm quite like unanimously, I kind of like all of them. I really do like my dogs though, but I wouldn't ever have them personally. Like, if I grew up, I would never reinvest in a bulldog or a bull mastiff because they are, number one, slightly unethical. Not even slightly, just unethical. To own a bulldog now, it just feels wrong. You know, whenever I was a kid, I was like, I'm gonna get a bulldog when I'm older, because that's the dog that I had as a kid. But I don't really want a dog that has got his face flattened and can barely breathe. It's like owning a pug. I feel genuinely morally wrong. So, you know, I don't think I'd ever reinvest in one. But they were lovely dogs. They were really nice. I would have to say my favorite dog would be a lurcher. I mean, I've had lots of dog conversations before. I just kind of, I don't know. Do you have a least favorite dog? Probably like, I actually don't think I do. I probably have some that I've had bad experiences. I'm not sold on Jack Russells just as a breed, but I'm sure if I met a nice Jack Russell, my mind would be changed. It's just all the ones that I've met, they've just been wild. They've just been absolutely wild. Chugs, I'm pretty sure, I think I hate them most. What the fuck is a chug? What the fuck is a chug? A chihuahua and a pug? I'm guessing that's what that is. I know there's jugs. I know that jugs are a thing. A Jack Russell and a pug, and they're like, that's just bullying. I used to really want pugs because they're the only dogs I really knew of at the time. Dan TDM watcher, I feel bad for them. Yeah, I used to really want pugs when I was a kid because I was a Zoella watcher. But now I genuinely just feel guilty that they are real. Like, now I just feel horrible that they're a real species. They just shouldn't be. It's just mean. Pug/Chihuahua, yeah, they're just, they are literally, I just feel so awful. Monopoly dog? What's the Monopoly dog? Am I gonna have to look up another thing? What the fuck is a Monopoly dog? Monopoly dog. Are you shitting? What's a Monopoly dog? The metal one. What, a Scottish Terrier? They're just kind of there. I used to have really bad experiences with them on the way to school. Someone on the way to school used to have them. Like the breed of dog that the Monopoly thing is, and it would just bark at me, and I was so scared of them. She used to have two, and she used to stand outside the same place every single day, and I used to have to walk past it, and they just used to bark at me so aggressively. Spooky little guys. Spooky little guys. But other than that, dogs are great and fantastic and lovely, and they're great, and they're fantastic. I mean, I've always wanted a dog, but the more I think about it, the less I'm willing to get a dog, just in general. They're a lot of work. I like them, but I quite like having my dogs in like a family house. You know what I mean? I like coming home to my dad's house and having my dogs, but I don't think I'd be very good at constantly taking care of one. But you never know. I might change my mind about that. You never know. I want a Scottish straight cat. They're basically Scottish folds, but with better ears. They're the ones that just kind of have like round heads, aren't they? Funny. So we're getting a cat? Well, we are eventually. Your cat lady phase starts soon. It's not happening. It's not happening. As much as I will enjoy having a cat, I'm not becoming a cat person in the slightest. They're funny and they look cute and they are just nice animals, but like dogs are forever better to me. They're just better to me. I can hug my dogs like they are physical people. Can't do that to a cat. Can't do that to a cat. I can hug my dog like it is literally a person. Oh, isn't that so much fun? Cat will be on the live stream group. Yeah, the cat's gonna be concerning. I'm quite excited though. I'll forever have a dog. I mean, I hope I have a dog in my life like constantly, whether it's at my family's house or at my house. But like, yeah, I kind of hope I have one, but I'm not sure if I would commit to one very well. Well, you never know. But yeah, cat would be fun in the background. It can live in the pile in the corner. It can live in that pile in the corner. I don't care what my family names it. I'm giving it a nickname. I'm giving it a nickname. No one can stop me. Question? Ask away! I'm gonna have a drink though. I'm also gonna spit my gum out. It becomes a point in the stream where that becomes painful to chew. Anyway, chin chin. cat tier list stream, that would be so dull. Not to shut down your question like that, but I don't have enough opinions on cats and the way that they look to do an interesting tier list on them. They all look very similar to me. They're just slightly different colors and sometimes different shapes. You know what I mean? I don't think I have a big enough appearance. They'd all either be mid, and if I found one that I liked, it'd be at the top. Apart from the skinless, hairless cats. Bad. We allowed to ask questions here? Nope. Not allowed. No opinions, no questions. No nothing on Sugar Daisy stream, actually. Just nothing. You're actually just not allowed to speak. You guys have been breaking the rules for a while. I've been letting you off. Boneless cats, love them. They're my favorites. You know, taxidermies, they're my favorite breed of animals. If I was going to pick a favorite animal, taxidermy. Best animal in the world. Love them. You know, the way they don't move. Everything about them, they're really great. I really like them. I accidentally fell down a really bad rabbit hole of taxidermy videos on TikTok for a while. I don't think I can ever be the same person I was before that experience. It was genuinely disgraceful. It was awful. It was a terrifying experience. I just scroll through TikTok and I just see the skin of a rabbit and I'd have to sit there like, what the fuck? Hang on, whoa now. I was just mindlessly scrolling and I've just seen the skin of a rabbit. I did not want to see this, and then I accidentally went down a really bad spiral of it just constantly happening. I used to be really scared of there's an exhibit in the museum that I live by, and there's a whole taxidermy section full of like zebras and lions and all the different types of birds, and it's like full. And it is horrific. I remember as a kid, it felt like an actual maze to be able to get through the taxidermy part of the museum. You'd have to walk like in between all of the glass containers full of dead animals basically just to get out of it. Oh, it was horrible. It was actually horrible. I hated it in there so much. I found it so spooky because there were just loads of animals everywhere. It was so weird. And then I went back another time when I was older. It was much less scary than I remembered it to be, but it was still terrifying. Would your cat be an inside or an outside cat? I think inside. I'm pretty sure inside, but I don't know. It's not really my responsibility at all. It's just gonna kind of be in my house. If any, it's my older siblings and like, it's just basically my older siblings' responsibility. It's like not mine. Obviously, I'm gonna enjoy the cat, but like, it's not my problem to keep it alive. That's not my pet. It's just existing in the same house as me. Just googled squirrel hug. It's cute too. I want to see a squirrel hug. One time I got chased by a squirrel. Absolutely petrifying. I've told you that story before though. We went to a park. I used to call it the squirrel park. Because there are loads of squirrels in it. Aw, squirrels hugging is sweet as well. Some of them don't really look like they're hugging. But like, cute little guys. But yeah, I got chased by one. We went to the squirrel park and we were feeding the squirrels, and then when we ran out of food, the squirrels started chasing after us because we ran out of food. Terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. I feel like it's one of those experiences I've amplified in my mind to be scarier than it actually was now that I've like gotten older, because like the only really time that I remember this experience is if it gets retold to me through stories, and I must have been slightly dramatized. Because, like, I can't imagine being chased by a squirrel is actually as scared as it was, but it gave me an immediate fear of squirrels for a good amount of time. I remember one time me and my friend were walking back from secondary school, and there was this squirrel in our way, and we both had, like a low-key fear of squirrels. So we both just stood and looked at it and went, oh no, what do we do? Uh-oh. Oh, God. Because none of us wanted to walk past it because we were so scared of it. Fun experience. I honestly think we stood there until it walked away. Or, I don't really know, scuttled. How would you describe a squirrel's movement? Hopped. Ran. I guess ran would probably be the best, not really scuttled. But yeah, we both just stood and watched it until it left. We were both too scared to walk past it, which I still think is reasonable of me. Squirrels are slightly intimidating, and I'm very, very willing to admit that. Like rats chasing sugar for food. Yeah, constant happen. It always happens. Constantly getting chased by rats. All the time. I hate when it happens, you know. Relatable. Am I right or am I right? Getting chased by rats? Anyone else relate? Relatable? Anyone, guys? Relatable? Terrifying. Absolutely awful. I haven't really encountered many rats in my life. One time I was sat in my living room at my dad's house and a rat ran by right by the door. That was fucking awful. Oh, I've never shut a door so quick in my life. It was outside, like on the step by our door. This was like last year as well. This was horrific. And it just ran past the door and I sat there and I went, oh my fucking God. Oh my actual fucking God. Holy fucking shit. That was awful. That was disgraceful. I've never shut a door faster. I got up instant, the door was shut. No, I don't give a shit anymore. Fuck that. It's getting shut. Absolutely horrific. Not good, not fun, it was awful. I did not enjoy that experience in the slightest. Imagine if a rat jumps on your head. I mean, what are you doing if a rat jumps on your head, logically? Like, think about this logically. What would you do if a rat jumped on your head? What would your next plan of action be? I would like to know how you would all react to a rat jumping on your head. I would love to know. Wait, what? Did Twitch die? Wait, hang on. Whoa. I wasn't on Discord. Has Twitch just died for like half of you? Wait, hang on a second. Whoa. And shit, I don't go on Discord enough during my streams. Is Twitch died? Has Twitch died? Whoa, hang on. Ben, is it okay for you? What the fuck happened to Twitch? Oh, hang on. Where now? Is Twitch fine? Or is Twitch fucked? What happened? It's okay for me. There's no problems on my end. Fuck, guys. Hey, if you're still here, just like say hi or something, because Twitch is broken. I switched locations to Japan. Well, helpful. Well, what's happened? I don't know what to do. What do I do? Does anyone know what I do in this situation? How, as a streamer, do I react to Twitch breaking? What am I supposed to do in this situation? Ask them to use VPN? Well, that's not a helpful suggestion, because I don't think everyone just has access to a VPN. I saw nothing on my end. I love Twitch. Isn't it such a great app? Isn't it just so fantastic? What am I supposed to do in this situation? Hey guys, hey, to the people who are still here, you're the best ones. I'm joking, that was really mean. Wait, Matt, did it break for you, or was it okay for you? I have no clue what just happened. It was fine on my end, nothing popped up that it was a problem, so it's a Twitch problem. I don't know how to fix it though, because I don't think it's on my end of the spectrum. Thanks, Singapore. Have you guys just used a VPN? Is it just a problem? Fuck, what am I supposed to do? Loaded VPN up? So is it just genuinely broken? Well, isn't that fucking shit? Is stream just a black screen? Fuck, guys! Help! I mean, the only way you can watch my stream right now is if you use a VPN. This is the most VIP stream we've had in a long while. Only VPN users can see me right now. Right. Well, This is an exclusive stream, everyone. What am I supposed to do? Is it like still broken when Twitch is dead? Twitch fucking sucks. Twitch fucking sucks balls. What is this? What am I supposed to do? I don't know. Hey guys, just shut your eyes or something. I don't know. Oh, you're back? Is it fine now? Is it okay now? I cannot see a single problem. Are you guys back? Are you okay? Are you alive? Have you come back from the void? Are you okay? You don't have VIP. Matt doesn't have mod. No one has anything. Wait. Oh my god, Twitch is so fucking shit. Twitch is shit. I love Twitch. Twitch is the best. This is great. No one has any roles. There we go. It's back now. It's alive, I think. Look, you guys are slowly getting your roles back, right? Bixim, I think you're missing a few. But look, it's Harded. You've got yours back. Jess, you've got yours. It's so broken. It really is, isn't it? Everything just dropped instantly. I mean, my best advice is just refresh. Maybe. I don't really know. Is everyone back? Guys, say it's like a register. Say here if you are back. Is it okay? Is everyone fixed? We did it. Matt, you're not mod. You're just you now. We've broken the website. I refreshed like 20 times here. Okay, well, you're here. Is that it? You're here. Okay, well, like 4 or 5 of you are here. We're missing Jax. Jax is gone. This is a mess. God, I love Twitch. Twitch is just amazing. Guys, I think everyone's returning. I think we're okay. I think most of us are back. I think most of us are back. Let me just message the Discord. This is awful. Hang on. Oh god. Twitch is terrible. Is everyone returned? Are we all okay? Before I continue, I don't even know what I was talking about anymore. Before I continue, is everyone okay? Have we all recovered from the hit Marvel movie Endgame? I think that's what happens in Endgame. Does everyone die in Endgame, or is that the other one? Which film does everyone die in? Which Marvel movie does everyone die in? Ads? Well, that's better than a Black Void. Do I have my rolls back now? You do. You're fine. You're okay. I don't know if I don't know if everyone else does, but I think you do. Did Twitch bring for everyone then, or was it just a me thing? How dare you ruin Endgame for me? Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Guys, spoiler alert, everyone dies in Endgame. Spoiler alert though, spoiler alert, everyone dies. Guys, spoiler alert, everyone dies in Endgame. Everyone, collectively, all of them. You know, everything, every single person. The trees, the ocean, the stars, it all dies. All of them die in Endgame. Marvel Endgame. This feels like a moment. Does it? Does it feel like a moment? I don't even know how you make a moment anymore. We haven't made a moment since the Lego stream, which was like a good months ago. So, right. Well, guys, Twitch is back. So even Hassan's went down, so yes. What is happening with Twitch recently? It fully broke the other day. That was so funny. I'm so glad I noticed, by the way. I, like, literally... Jax, thank you so much for the resubscription. I appreciate it. Nearly a year! You're moving up in the world. You're incredible. You're moving up in the world. This is insane. But yeah, on, what was it, Tuesday, when Twitch went down fully, I literally had no clue. I was doing my stream setup, like, so fucking late, right? But I was scrolling through TikTok, and I found one of my, like, mutual streamers. They were live on TikTok, going, like, Twitch is down, I don't know what to do. And that was their title, and I went, what the fuck? Wait, hang on a second. So I logged on, and, like, I just couldn't do anything, and it was a mess. So, Twitch has just been fucking up recently. The funny thing is, right, it doesn't ever show any problem on my end, like, at all. It just fucks up for you guys. So, you know, let's hope it doesn't happen again. But we're back now. We're alive. You all recovered the void. I hope you guys are okay. I hope you guys are recovering. Okay, guys. It's been a year since I got here. Crazy. How? It has, hasn't it? Shit, I forgot that it was a new year. It has. Ah, how time flies. Jeff Bezos fired so many people. He's not even part of Twitch anymore, though, is he? He's not even part of Twitch because he was in Amazon and he's not in Amazon anymore. So he's not part of Twitch, is he? It was scary. I can imagine, guys. I can really imagine. Was it like, oh, chat went quiet? I wonder if they've been I don't know. I mean, only Ben was replying and I was like, right, well, this is slightly worrying. But like, I just didn't check my Discord. I never do because I don't have notification sounds on. I don't like how fast time has gone this past year. It's really sickening, isn't it? Like, when you genuinely think about it, time has just flown by. It's like spooky how fast time has gone by. Individually, the months felt really slow, but like November, December may as well just not have existed in my mind. Especially December. December just basically wasn't real. Time is a social construct? Yes, it is. But like, December just wasn't real to me in the slightest. I'm 70. I'm 70 now. I've had so many birthdays. I'm ancient, everybody. I'm ancient. I'm old now. So am I. My bones are gonna start crumbling soon. They really are. My bones, they're already crumbling. It's too late, everyone. I'm pretty sure that's what happened when you get old. They just kind of crumble. You know, when you get older, your bones disintegrate. Do you guys know that? They don't warn you about it. Your bones like disintegrate and shit. I'm pretty sure. Your teeth as well. They all just disintegrate. Like your walls? Yeah. My walls, they're just like my bones. They represent my bones very well. They crumble. I feel like the guy just opened the Ark on Indiana Jones, my favorite film. I have not watched Indiana Jones. What does that mean? Elaborate more on that reference, please, because I do not understand what any of that means. The only Indiana Jones media that I have ever consumed is the Lego game on Xbox 360. And honestly, I'm not going to complain about that shit. Oh my god, that was so good. Oh my god, that was absolutely fantastic. The Lego Indiana Jones game on the Xbox 360 was some of the finest media ever. It was so good. The Lego Star Wars game, equally as good. Absolutely fantastic. So good, so great. They disintegrate and we become blobfish. Oh no. Oh, well, honestly, we deserve it. Karma. 150 years have passed now. Now they can fix my face, so I'm going to jump off a building. Yeah, well, why wouldn't you at that point? Then you know what it feels like. Probably a bad thing. The reference is too gory to post in Discord? Well, can you describe what it is? Do people's bones crumble? in India. What is the plot of Indiana Jones? I'm so unknowledgeable. What happens in it? Like, what does Indiana Jones do? How are there so many Indiana Jones movies? What do they do in Indiana Jones? I know fucking nothing about Indiana Jones. The one thing I know about Indiana Jones is the scene with the big boulder where he has to run from it. That's it. That's the only scene I know of Indiana Jones. I don't know any context. And there's snakes. He's really scared of snakes, right? Isn't that an Indiana Jones thing? He's really scared of snakes. That's an Indiana Jones thing, right? He fucking hates them. He hates the snakes. Because I remember the snake Lego brick in the Lego game spooked the shit out of him. Indiana Jones, he doesn't like snakes. That's the only thing I know about the man. I can jump off a building with a metaverse with no consequences. Might have to join it, honestly. Then I can get sucked by a leech as well, and then I will know what it feels like. Basically, a time-lapse of Geezer's face getting really old and eyes falling out and skin coming off. Like the hit scene in, Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared. He steals ancient relics. Is that the plot of every single movie? How many Indiana Jones movies are there? I'm looking up Indiana Jones movies. I want to know how many there are. Indiana Jones movies. There has to be like 3 or something. How many is there? I want to know how many there is. Wait, what? Why is there an Indiana Jones 5 that was made in fucking 2023? What is this shit? There's another one coming out? There's another Indiana Jones movie coming out. I'm overwhelmed, so I will like for a bit. So you know, fix them. All Lego games are really good. They really were, weren't they? You an avid NFT owner? Yeah. Big fan. Big fan. I've got so much Ethereum. I've got so many NFTs. It is unbelievable. There is 1, 2, 3, 4 Indiana Jones movies. And apparently they're making another one. Raiders of the Lost Ark. And the Temple of Doom. And the Last Crusade. And the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull and the Dial of Destiny. Whoa! Boop, 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 boop. There's so many good Indiana Jones movies. And I've not seen a single one of them. So, you know, maybe I should invest